Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As I recently finished a lot of skincare and makeup products, in today's video I'm going to do a empties and declutters on those products, and I'm also going to include a highlights on the beauty and curse of those products. Let's jump right in. So firstly, I finished up this set of the Decorte AQ Meliority Intensive Revitalizing Emulsion and Lotion set. So these two are my favorite, number one favorite in winter times out of all the skincare products. And I finished these two during this winter, and I just feel this is worth every penny of that, even though it's very expensive. I think this one set is costing $370, but like I reviewed in my previous video, I think it's totally worth every penny of that, and I will definitely buy it over and over again. So this is a very good product for me. I will highly recommend. And then I also finished this lotion from Clé de Peau, the hydro softening lotion, and I would recommend this product as well. But usually what I do is I usually purchase those the set of the skincare, which includes this like travel size as like free sampler or something. So I think this is definitely a more cost-effective way to get this product, and this one is good for the hydration of my skin as well, so I will recommend it as well. Then these two products, I included some review in my prior skincare stash, and one of this guy here is the Decorte AQ Treatment Body Lotion Cream. This one I will recommend after trying out this travel size sampler. I think this is worth of buying because it has thick texture that's very suitable for the skincare of the winter time. So I would definitely recommend it, especially in the winter times. Now this one is also from Decorte. It's AQ Hand Essence, but somehow I don't like this product very much. Simply because it's very lightweighted and the texture is not moisturizing enough for my hands, because I tend to wash my hands a lot and I need something more like of the thick texture and therefore more moisturizing and hydrating. So this hand essence is not doing that kind of a protective job for my hands. So I wouldn't rebuy it, after finishing up with this sampler. Now moving on to the empties and declutters of the makeup products. So firstly, I would say I like this makeup brush cleanser, and it's a product from Japan, and I think this one did a much better job than the brush cleanser that I try out from the e.l.f. So I like this, but unfortunately this product is usually a little bit hard to get. I usually purchase it from the third-party vendor like Amazon, eBay, something like that, instead of the direct I guess manufacturer here in US. So that's probably the only caveat, but otherwise it's doing a great job actually cleansing my makeup brushes. And for the makeup remover, these two are my favorite two brands, BIODERMA makeup remover and this L'Oreal the eye makeup remover. So these two are the empties that I keep on buying back once I finish them. And for this makeup remover, which is oil-based makeup cream, that I don't recommend to you guys, especially if your skin is like the acne prone and more like the combination with the oil and the dry skin in combine. Probably your skins are more like me. It's more prone to get the acne once you use this oil-based makeup remover. So these guys, I tried. I finished kind of half of the jar, and then I started to have a lot of acne, more like the kind of the allergy type of the small breakouts all over my face. And then I kind of do the exclude the potential reasons, and I find out this guy is actually causing those breakouts. So then I stopped using this product for probably a year. Then my skin started to come back to the original good condition. So this is probably the hard lesson for me that I wanted to share with you guys. Just be careful with those kind of Farmacy and other brands of the oil-based either cleansing balm or the cleansing oil. So this could make your skin like even worse than your prior condition. So just be careful over there. And I did a lot of declutters on a lot of the foundations and the lipstick. So for example, this Burberry foundation is one of the declutters that I haven't used too much. So it's kind of, you can see that it's almost 90% full. And it's, I think it's a Burberry Cashmere long-lasting soft matte foundation. And this foundation, I actually like the texture and the ingredients and the coverage as well. The only thing that I don't like is the shade. This shade is number 20 ochre, but I think my skin type, you know, when I wear this foundation on my skin, it looks like a little bit darker than my the skin complexion color. So that's the reason why, you know, I don't use this foundation very much. So it's such a waste. Anyway, because this foundation usually this you know, it's good for only 12 months after opening. So once I stop using it, you know, after a certain period of time, then I have to, I guess, declutter it or dump it. So even though there are still, I guess, majority of the content is still in the bottle. Yeah, that's a waste. Also for this Laura Mercier primer, this is actually their, I guess, the best seller, one of their best seller. But unfortunately, it didn't work out for me. For some reason, once I apply this primer on my skin, it actually make the foundation less I guess, adherence to my skin. So I feel it's just very surprising because supposedly this product is making the foundation more, you know, kind of apply it to make the foundation more adherent to your skin. But somehow this is doing the opposite of the job. So without it, the foundation is even doing a better job to sit on my skin. So that's weird. Anyway, so let's move on. And moving on, I also decluttered this STILA Correct and Perfect correcting palette. It actually has a lot of different colors that can be correcting either your acne or the redness or your dark circle, different kind of complexion issue. But unfortunately for me, I usually apply other concealer like the Clé de Peau and the Tarte concealers, like the liquid concealer. So that's why I don't use this product very often. So after a certain period of time, obviously it's the shelf life is over, then I have to, you know, kind of declutter it for the consideration of the germs and other, you know, potential risk or issues in those products. So that is something I have to, you know, kind of waste or dump. I also decluttered this mascara from Estée Lauder because I don't use those type of mascara very often. As you may notice, when I do the makeup, the least product that I use is a mascara. So this guy I opened more than 2 years ago, I believe. So I have to dump it, especially those mascara formula. It's usually good for only 6 months after opening. So have to dump it. And then I also get rid of this Anastasia Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. It's actually a good palette. I love it. At the very beginning, especially different combo that can come out of these different the colors. Those eyeshadow are of high quality, and those colors are very applicable to the day in and day out wear. But unfortunately, it's just I have this palette for more than 4 years, I believe. So that's why, you know, due to the hygiene kind of consideration, I have to dump it, unfortunately. Then I dumped the 2 other makeup products as shown here. These 2 guys are the blush from the Japanese brand. It's called the Can Make. It's actually a bestseller kind of powder or, you know, flower petal kind of blush. It looks very, very pretty. As you can see, it has 5 different shades within one palette that you can freely combine or, you know, adjust the color shades or brightness towards your blush. So it's actually very good and useful products, but again, it's just with me for more than 5 years. It's just probably one of those earliest product that I started to use when I, you know, begin my makeup trip or, you know, makeup tutorial. So this is very old products already, so I have to dump them, you know, unfortunately. Probably I just dump this palette, but keep these 2 brushes, because these 2 brushes are of high quality, and I think it's usually very applicable or, you know, helpful to apply those powder makeup. So I guess I could just still keep the 2 brushes, and it's easy to carry around during the travel as well. So this is it. And this time around, I dump a lot of the lipstick products, especially those liquid lipstick. These are of the shortest half-life, or shortest shelf life, I should say. Like shown here, I declutter 5 of the Giorgio Armani lip maestro colors, and I like the formula and coverage and the velvet finish on my lips. But unfortunately, these lips, I have just too many lipsticks, like over 100 lipstick, and I cannot finish all of them within 2 years after opening. So, you know, that's why, you know, due to the short shelf life of these liquid products, I have to declutter them 2 years after opening. So these 5 colors are 502, 503, 414, 400, and 402. So a lot of good colors, but unfortunately I cannot use them, finish them given the limited time of the, you know, the opening period. So I have to declutter them, unfortunately. But every year I buy back those shades and colors that I like the most. So that's I guess that's fine. And for the lipstick, I also declutter 2 of these shades. The liquid lipstick from Bites Beauty, and these 2 products are actually my favorite at one time, but again, you know, due to the short shelf life, I have to dump them. These colors are very pretty actually. One is more like the carrot orange, the other is like the plum red. So these 2 colors are actually very pretty and looks good on my lips during the winter and the fall times. But these 2 are actually looks pretty on my lips during the fall and the winter times. But unfortunately, I keep them more than 5 years. I think now is the time to say goodbye. Okay, and there are other lipstick products from the other brands. For example, the Essence. So this Essence lipstick is like the vibrant pink, and I think I have this lipstick for more than 4 years, so I guess it's time to say goodbye. But I like this brand. This brand is actually has a good formula and the pretty colors, so I use them actually during my pregnancy as well. I think the formula is very suitable and safe for the pregnant women even. The Revlon lipstick, again, I like the color. I almost finished half of that, but it's just being with my stash for more than 4 years, so it's time to go. Other lipstick products that I declutter, I think a lot of them are from Colourpop, and Colourpop is again one of my favorite makeup products. They have a lot of good lipstick and eyeshadows, and this time of the year I dumped totally 8 lip pencil, and you can see the different shades here. It actually has a good spectrum of different coral, pink, red, and carrot colors. So, and I guess I just have too many of the lipstick that I keep an eye on, and to make sure that whenever I use it, the product is still in a good shape without any hygiene risk or microbial kind of concern. So that's why I have to say goodbye to those pencils. I guess that's pretty much it for today's empties and declutters. You can see for those type of skincare, I tend to finish all of them before I dump it. So I try to be like frugal or kind of go big on not wasting any of the skincare products. Versus for the makeup products, especially the lipstick, I just bought too many of them, and it's just not possible for me to finish them within the shelf life. So that's why probably the take-home lesson for me is not to buy too many, just enough is enough, right? So I think that's it for today's empties and declutters. I hope those reviews and highlights are useful to you, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.